welcome to all you Musicate explorers. My name is Emily and I play this wonderful instrument which is called a harp. I'm going to play you a short snippet of music just so you can hear what it sounds like. Today, we're going to be exploring one of my all-time favourite pieces of music. This piece is from a ballet. A ballet is a dance that is performed alongside music. Now, the ballerinas don't talk or sing like they would in a musical, so instead they have to rely on really over-the-top facial expressions, gestures and movements to show us what's going on in the story. They often have really colourful makeup and extreme costumes to show us which character is which. Now, the music is played by a small orchestra who sit just underneath the stage in what we call an orchestra pit. Whilst they're playing, they can hear the tip-tap of the ballerina's feet on the stage above them. We're going to listen to the final bit of the ballet together. Whilst we are listening, try and close your eyes and see how the music makes you feel. Try and listen to every single little detail in the piece. Maybe an image might pop into your head. Are you ready? Let's have a listen. just such an incredible piece of music? I wonder what it made you think of or how it made you feel. For me, when the piece started, it made me feel really calm and peaceful. But as the piece went on and it started to get more dramatic, it made me feel like something was about to happen. Throughout this piece, you can hear that the volume of the music changes. Sometimes it's really loud, other times it's really quiet, and sometimes it's just somewhere in between. The word that we use to describe this difference in volume is dynamics. I'm going to use Hetty the harp to help me show you what dynamics sound like. For example, I could play something at a really loud dynamic like this. Or I could play it at a really quiet dynamic like this. Or I could play it at a medium dynamic. I can even go from a really quiet dynamic to a really loud one, and the other way around, and it sounds like this. Dynamics aren't just used in music, but we actually use them every day in our voices as well. For example, if someone is excited or happy or angry, they might speak really loudly. But if someone is shy or sad or uncertain, they might speak really quietly. As an example, I'm going to read you a short story that I have written. I'm then going to play you snippets of music that represent what I've just said. Really listen out for how I use dynamics to represent the characters and the story. There once was a frog named Freddie. He spent his days lying in the sun and hopping from lily pad to lily pad. One day, the clouds covered up his lovely sun and it started pouring with rain. Freddie the frog hopped all around the pond to try and find somewhere to shelter from the rain until he came across a little cave. "Who dares enter my cave?" came a voice from a waterfall emerging from the shadows. "I'm awfully sorry," Freddie the frog said. "I didn't realise it was your cave. I only came here to shelter from the freezing cold rain." As an apology, Freddie the frog held out his hand to Veronica the vole and offered her some of the best water lilies in all of the pond. "That's quite all right," Veronica the vole said. "Thank you very much for the water lilies. I will go and boil them into some tea, and feel free to take shelter here for as long as you need." And so Freddie the frog and Veronica the vole cuddled up together in the little cave and became the closest of friends. I'm going to tell you the story again, but just by playing music. See if you can follow what's happening. listen to the ballet again. See if you can create a story that goes along with the dynamics you can hear in the ballet. Maybe you could read that story to somebody using different dynamics in your voice. Maybe if you're feeling really extra creative, you could come up with some music for your story, like I did with mine. I used my harp, but you could use any other instrument, maybe even body percussion. Please feel free to share your creations with us. We really would love to see them. It has been an absolute pleasure being able to explore this piece with you, my wonderful Musicate explorers. Stay safe, and I will see you all very soon.